Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Prophecy in another round where we are going to do a purge on Hive Primus. Strangely enough, these new heretical ideas have been whispered into the ears of the aristocrats by an Underhiver gang member who has proclaimed himself a prophet. His perverted teachings are equally palatable for the poor, making him a dangerous enemy to the Imperium. The traitor shall be dealt with swiftly. Orders clear the path for killteams.
Maim the heretic, slay the treacherous Xenos, banish the fork-tongued demon spawn.
Yeah. I will try, my friends. And there you can see, this is actually the nice part about this season, which is soon to end, that the warp anomalies do tend to help you out quite immensely compared with the last season. This is obviously a little bit helpful. All the buffs you are receiving from inoculator refill and yada yada yada, I like. So obviously the first couple of enemies were not the most powerful, but they still quickly die. But if you take a look on the left, on the right bar, I'm sorry, indicating how many enemies do remain around. The bar, although I think we have killed quite a lot of enemies, is going down slowly. And yes, another trap. The great part is it is a fucking purge. I'm sorry for the foul language. So we actually do need to take those tarantulas out. On the other hand, it ain't that bad since, well, it gives us experience points, right? On the other hand, that is not that bad. What's a little bit sad, obviously, is... Wait a second. Okay, I forgot what I wanted to say. We were at maybe I'm coming to think about it. We're coming from the tarantulas. Ah, okay, yes, the chest trap. I mean, this is always a little bit funny actually, that oftentimes that the last couple of chests before were actually never traps, and then suddenly you are having times where they are always traps. But well, what am I complaining about, right? That's your risk of, well, opening and being greedy, right?
By the Emperor, a demon was bound to the chest. Another demon banished. Time to reap the reward.
Yep, and this cannot be a trap, so that is the nice part. These were a lot of credits actually, that is the other nice part here. So what, of course, does... Okay, now that I wanted to say it, you see it. What does the indication say with the little bar to the right? Obviously, there's supposed to be some horde enemies around, which are in the end actually easy kills, right? They are, with the AoE shells, actually quickly taken down. They normally don't do too much damage. Sometimes if you don't pay close attention, obviously they get in close combat, but we still have the assault jump ability. Nice, I've seen them traps. And this is why, although I said it in one video, right? That I said I'm going to fall physical damage, which is quite nice, but the AoE spells are kinda amazing, right? Okay, I've ever seen this trap bolter. Gone it is. Let's see. Okay. Let's take them down. That's always the, for me at least, aggravating part if you gonna go back to all the map in order to take 5 remaining enemies down. This is the, so to say, if you want to call it like that, the downside of the approach. You really need to get into every corner and take every singular enemy down. Not that I'm complaining here, don't get me wrong, just stating something out. Alright, that went well. That went really well. We maybe don't need the inoculator refill, but anyways, I'm gonna take it with me. Could you open up, please? Thank you. Gotcha. So what you can see, we already have taken out half of the enemies. I suppose that there is still going to be one, and there we have 2 hordes. So this is why, obviously, the number of in the enemy bar is still that high. But as you can see, the number went down, right? Okay, he has his health regeneration on, but as you can see, nothing against our firepower. Okay, these guys are gone to the right and left. And then I suppose I'm tipping on a sentinel with auto cannon awaiting us in the last room. This is always one thing I did not like too much. I mean, this is a facility, right? Okay, a villain, a demented psycho. Whoopsie, bloody daisies, that was a lot of damage. There were always sometimes, I mean, I could understand if someone says, well, we are deploying a walker, right, inside this facility. Fair enough. But you, in the end, would actually deploy a tank here. Don't get me wrong. So please don't get to close combat. That would be painful with no suppression resistance. Okay, they are down. Oh, yeah. Okay, then only a couple of enemies remain. We have not yet reached the... There are only 20 enemies remaining mark, but I suppose it is gonna come up very, very soon. I mean, it is actually quite funny, right? That, I mean, these are rebel forces, so they not directly aligned with Horus, but they have aligned with the traitor legion or the chaos gods. They got perverted, and saying something about a tyrant. I mean, yes, you could always say the Imperium are not really the good guys, right? But wouldn't rather be the chaos? Wouldn't you rather say that the Chaos Gods are tyrants, or the Chaos Forces, and not the Imperium? This is just what I would think. Alright, good. The good part is I've not overseen any enemy. The good part is I've seen the skull. And you are the last one.
You gave them death generously. My compliments.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. You will be commended for the complementary Carnage Inquisitor. Unfortunately, it may have been in vain as the assassination attempt failed. What's worse, the operation triggered an armed insurrection and we now have a full-scale rebellion on our hands. Operation successful. Nonetheless, we have now no choice but to commit to a large-scale purge. As the military forces are inbound, but the situation remains critical until they get here. And that, you guys, brings us right now to the end of this episode, and you know it. I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, then please give me a little thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I see ya in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day. Stay frosty. Bye.